Come see Stand Up on the Spot live in a city near you, like Austin, Texas, Los Angeles, California, New York City, New York, and more. Get tickets at jeremiahwatkins.com. You're watching Stand Up on the Spot. Please leave a like and a comment and make sure you're subscribed. Thanks for the support. Welcome to Stand Up on the Spot, Toronto. How's everybody doing tonight? I am your host, Jeremiah Watkins, and let me explain how the show works. We, the comedians, are coming up here with no prepared material. We're going to ask you, the audience, for suggestions. You're going to yell stuff out. We have to create Stand Up on the Spot based off those suggestions. Who's ready to kick this thing off? Go right into it right here, right now. What do you say, huh? All right, could I get a suggestion?
Flying saucers.
Flying saucers. Do you believe in flying saucers? No? Next suggestion. Nothing there. Keep it moving along.
Game of Thrones.
What's that?
Game of Thrones.
Game of Thrones. I feel like I look like one of the incest children on that show. Oh, getting claps from the black guy. Heck yeah. Let's go, baby. He's like, that's where I know you from. You're one of the incest babies from Game of Thrones. I knew you were semi-famous somehow. Yeah, dude. I have a son who has very, very blonde hair, and it looks like I'm a stable boy raising a Targaryen. You know what I mean? Like, I'm pushing him around the neighborhood, and I'm like, anywhere you'd like to go? He's just like commanding me. He's just like this glutton, you know. He's like kind of pudgy, you know, kind of fat, and it's real cute, you know. It's good. Good to have a little bit of fatness on you as a baby. Why can't we have that for life? Why can't that be like, ooh, who's that cute boy over there? Next suggestion. What do we got?
Hiccups.
Hiccups?
Yeah.
That's a weird human reaction to something. Hiccups are a weird human reaction to something. Do animals get hiccups? Do we know that?
No, we do not.
I don't know if you're the best person to speak for all of Toronto right now, where you have a bling shirt on that says filthy on it. Do we want to go with Filthy's response over here? I'm just asking because right now he is the king or matriarch or whatever you guys have over here of Toronto to me. He is royalty in my eyes, and he just ordained, yes, animals can have hiccups. Indeed. I did research one time. I watched a National Geographic video when I was 14 years old. My grandma used to watch National Geographic. It was like a loophole to seeing porn, you know what I mean? Because it's not a sin if it's not humans giving pleasure to each other. Next suggestion.
Golf.
Golf. I used to caddy, and I've never played golf before. So I was found out real quick when I was asked for advice, and I didn't have good advice. They're like, there's a little bit of wind today. What do you think? Like a 7-iron, 9-iron? I'm like, yeah. They're like, which one? I'm like, you got it. I'm like, what do you think? They're like, well, I think the 9-iron. I'm like, I think that's a good choice. And they'd be like, hand it to me. I'm like, they're like, it's the one with the 9 on it. I'm like, oh, all right. I also did something at a golf course called ball spotting. It's very easy. Thank you for openly burping so freaking loud, dude. We're freaking doing a taping, dude, and this guy's like, ah! Filthy, what do you think of that guy, huh?
Not my place to judge. I mean.
Yo, I do think this guy's the king of Toronto. He's so polite. He's like, it's not my place to judge. I mean, you know, you get a little gaseous at different times, you know. You gotta do what you gotta do. What's your actual name?
My name's Jared.
Jared. Guys, give it up for Filthy Jared. Right? Even the rock hands? Is this your dad, Jared?
This is my father. Yes.
Okay, Luke Skywalker. This is a father. He birthed me. I came out of his balls one time. And guess what came out? Filthy. Who's ready to kick this thing off, guys, huh? This next comedian coming to the stage, I've been working with this guy all week. I love his energy. I love his comedy. He's got a great album out right now called Dada Plan. Please welcome my pal, Ola Dada, to the stage, guys. Come on.
Toronto! How you guys doing, man? Oh, man. Out of all the cities in Canada, Toronto is the favorite to scream out loud. You know what I mean? Like, Toronto! Calgary! No, don't sound right. You know what I'm saying? Vancouver! It just doesn't. It's so long. Toronto! All right, suggestions. Let's get it going, man. Damn, let's go. Suggestions. IKEA. Fuck IKEA, first of all. Fuck. Oh, my goodness, man. I already chose. Hold up. Wait a minute. God damn it. You not see me in the middle of a story? Then you just said, what the fuck did you even say? How important was it? What did you say?
Ford F-150.
Ford F-150. Look at you in your stupid plaid shirt. I bet you have a Ford F-150, don't you? No, you don't? Why you got a plaid shirt on for then? Huh? Why do you even scream Ford F-150? Why was that the choice? You know what? I'm not going to shame everybody for yelling. Everyone's going to get scared. That's not going to happen. I just got mad because you derailed where I was going. Shit, fuck the hot dogs at IKEA. Huh? Okay. Yes, I said it. Fuck the meatballs. I'm there for furniture, okay? This summer, I just moved into a new house. I find a chair. I'm like, hey, let me get this chair. We're out of stock. I'm like, what the fuck you have here then? There was nothing available in the entire place. I'm like, why is it still sitting here? Fuck that place. Next suggestion, please. I'm just too angry right now. Next. I see, you know, when with comedy, you don't want to come a place from anger. This is true hate, okay? I didn't end up getting any furniture from IKEA. Imagine that. I had to go to a local source place. I watched a man build my couches. Whatever it is. Next suggestion, don't be scared. I'm not going to kill everybody in here. Don't worry. New leaf.
Batman.
Batman? Okay. I hated that movie too. What's going on? All right, everybody knows the stuff I don't like. Okay. I like the old Batman. I hate the new Batman because it felt like they had the same track for the entire goddamn movie. Dum, 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 dum. Like, it don't make no sense. Anybody seen Batman in here that couldn't get another song? Like, there was a moment when Batman and whatever the chick lady is, Catwoman or whatever she is, they're making out romantic scene. Dun, 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 dun. They just slowed it down and picked it out whenever they want, bro. Made me so angry. The whole movie, the same track. Why Batman moving at speed of 2 kilometers per second? Did you ever see Batman move faster than this? I thought you were supposed to be in a hurry, man. The hell? Next suggestion, let's keep it going. Come on, don't be shy.
Michael Myers.
Michael Myers. Oh, that's a weird thing that you would say. Just, that hair says school shooter. I don't know why. I'm sorry, man. You got a filthy, shiny chest. What made you decide to show up in a filthy, shiny shirt? That's... It's like, I shouldn't have done this. You come to a comedy show with glitter filthy on your chest, and you thought you were not going to catch any smoke for that? Like, what are you talking about, man? In the front row with a filthy shirt. You almost look sexy. Suggestions. Improv. That's what I'm doing. That's a dumb suggestion. Cactus. Fuck cactuses, too. That's such a weird plant, right? All that juice inside of it, but you can't get to it. That's wild, man. Like, oh my goodness, I don't know what to do with cactus. Where are you from? Like, not normal. Normal people don't think of cactus. Like, out of all the plant you can think of is like cactus. Name your favorite plant. Not rose. Cactus. Suggestions. Deserts. All right. Okay, now we're working together. Got it. Deserts. You know what's crazy about this shit? I used to live in the desert. I used to live in the desert in Nigeria, and my father decided to move me all the way to Canada. All of a sudden, I went from plus 50 to minus 50 in less than 24 hours. Deserts. I'm gonna tell you this, sand hurts when it's flying. A lot of people don't know this, man, but sand is very hot. You know, I went to this school where they had sandals. You know, they're like, you can't wear shoes at this school. Nigeria ain't mostly like this, okay? Well, I hate telling these stories. I'm like, yeah, they don't got shoes back in Nigeria. It was just this place that we happened to go to. They're like, you can't wear shoes here. I'm like, why? You gotta wear these sandals. I'm like, my feet are burning. Y'all ever have to run from the sand before? Just like, ah! Just, okay, nobody. This is unrelatable content, okay? Just, oh, so unrelatable, man. The most sand you guys probably seen in Toronto is probably I don't know, a sandbox. Hey, come on, give me something good. Come on, guys. I'm sick and tired of these plaid motherfuckers, cactus dude, filthy shirt. Give me something good. Big butts and I cannot lie. It's you again, fuck. Shut up. Nothing from you, you're done. What? No, I'm not taking anything from you, and you, plaid. How long have I been here for? Like 3 minutes. It's been 1, 2, 3. Road trips, yes. My God, man. I honestly, like nowadays, right now in Vancouver, you guys don't know the struggle. At least I looked at the gas prices. I almost started pumping gas into my pocket. That's where we at in Vancouver. Gas is past $2, so road trips is out of the option. We're staying in town. That's what we're doing. We're traveling how they did it back in the day, you know, with sandals like Jesus did. Suggestions. Brunch? Stupid. Brunch don't make sense to me. I get angry when someone says, come for brunch. I'm like, just invite me for food. Why are we using all this extra lingo? Brunch, why are you trying to be special? So I just came here so angry, you know what I mean? Like, I'm not even usually an angry guy. Just you hit me up so fast. That fur coat, I love it. Brunch, okay, you know what? Just go for lunch, man. I need one more. Just good ones. Come on, guys. Crazy, the craziest thing you can think of. You know, I'm gonna pick somebody. I will pick you and you say the first thing that come out your brain. You, Mr. Glasses.
Oh, Jesus.
Jesus, I love it. Hey, thank you so much. Let's bring Jeremiah back out here.
One more time for Ola Dada.
Stressing me out.
All right, we're gonna grab a couple suggestions together now and see what we can do with them. So
Recess.
Recess.
Nah, I don't like recess either.
You don't like anything.
I don't.
You don't like anything.
Hey man, you gotta do a recess where I'm from. Like where I was from was really, really cold. I want to go outside. Are you kidding me?
Okay, well let's talk about that.
Let's talk about that.
Yeah, the recess that I had, I have fond memories of, but maybe the recess that you grew up with was different. So yeah, I'd love to hear about that.
It was different, you know, like where I was at.
Where were you at?
Fort McMurray, Alberta.
Now we're freaking getting somewhere, huh? You gotta give them context.
That's the closest I've ever been to being booed. Fort
It became the Apollo in here. Get him out!
Get him out! Take the microphone away. He thought you were ethnic. Dude, man, Fort Mac, it was nuts. If it was warmer than -20, you had to go outside. It didn't matter if it was -19.9. You had to go outside and everyone be playing Foursquare. I'm like, I'm not about this. No, it's so cold. I'm just trying to like huddle up in the corner and then kids start throwing snowballs at you. Like it's a fun game.
I think that was just a you thing. I don't have memories of this, of recess being thrown snowballs at.
I think I was getting bullied.
He finds out in real time.
Oh my God.
He's like, wait a second, was I being bullied?
Wait a second.
That's why you're
Thank you.
Right?
All that weight off my shoulders.
Hey, this show is therapy sometimes too.
I thought they were my friends.
You have your first breakthrough here on the show.
I appreciate you guys.
Wow. Did you ever pick up snowballs back and throw them back at other kids?
Oh, no. I threw my fist instead. That would not break apart.
You retaliate physically?
Yes.
Yeah?
Yes.
You got in a lot of fights as a kid?
No.
But you did.
I defended myself.
Yeah, the recess that I had growing up, like, you know, you might like see girls like on the monkey bars or something, and then like there'd always be that one creepy kid that was just
Years above his time.
yeah.
No, I'm not supporting.
Yeah, like what are the like
I'm just saying, he was thinking about things I wasn't thinking about at that time.
Ola's
You
like,
guys just tightened up on me. What the hell was that?
Ola's like, that little man had game. I mean,
I didn't say that. You guys are trying to kill me.
those kids that we always saw those kids. What were they expecting to see? You know what I mean? Like, what were they looking for? Like, why? What was the curiosity that even led them to that? Is it just male creepy instinct to be like, there's something up there that I want to know more about, right?
I feel something when I get up there.
Yeah.
I don't know what it is, but I feel something.
Yeah, it's really bizarre. The kids, even at that age, is like they have no context for anything, but they're like, I still want to look up there. I want to find out a little bit more. What else we got?
Waterbeds.
Waterbeds, yes.
Waterbeds.
Yes. Did you ever have a family member with a waterbed growing up?
No.
My uncle had a waterbed, and that was the first time I was like, oh, my uncle a freak. You know what I mean? Like, nobody with a normal sex life is like, I don't know, I guess I could take a waterbed. Like, he's like, it's for my back. I'm like, I bet it is.
I feel like I'll get seasick from a waterbed. You know what I mean? Just one of these at all time. I don't assume the bed stops moving when you fall asleep, right? No? That's a fair question, ain't it?
Well, here's another fair question. Do you think waterbeds are more of a white people thing, or do you...
Without a doubt, man. Without a doubt. Without a doubt.
Do you have any black friends who had a waterbed?
Nah, man. Listen, I'm from Nigeria, family. Water's sacred, bro. we don't waste water like that. You know, usually we consume it for purposes that make sense. Just lying down lost adrift in the ocean. I want that.
Guys, keep it going for Ola Dada, everybody. Yeah, how's the energy out there? You guys good? Fantastic. Your next comedian coming to the stage, I originally met years ago. We played ball hockey at the JFL Montreal Festival. We became friends, and he's here for you guys tonight. He just got off an amazing Canada tour. He tours across the U.S. Please welcome my pal and my brother, Ivan Decker, to the stage, ladies and gentlemen. Come on.
Keep it going for Jeremiah. Yeah, pretty good. Nice to be here. You wouldn't know it to look at me, but I am way behind on my taxes. What do you guys want to talk about? What should we discuss? Cheeseburgers. Pretty good. Yeah, I like cheeseburgers. I feel like I'm lactose intolerant, though, but I'm like a polite, like Canadian form, which means I just eat it anyway and feel bad. Like, that's how we do food allergies in Canada. We just don't want to inconvenience anybody with our weird bodies. So I go to, they're always like, do you want cheese? I'm like, oh, yeah, if that's what you would like me to do. Sure thing. I love an upsell. What else do you guys... If you like that joke, may I interest you in another for an additional 50 cents? Traveling? Yeah, I mean, that's what I've been doing. Doing it a lot. It's bad right now. Nobody works anywhere. I was in Saskatchewan for the first time in a long time. I don't know if you guys... Yeah. In case you're wondering, still dry, still very dry. Voted best province to skin your elbow on a bed sheet. If you like jokes about traveling, may I interest you in a little platform called Netflix. Boy, there's a lot of comics on there doing jokes about traveling. You got your suitcase travel. That's not good. I feel like ever since they got rid of like check bags being free, it's like horrible now, right? Because there's this like that rush. It's like there's like a class system straight up. They're just like, don't. And everybody's like, I just want to bring my bag. And they're like, too bad. Sometimes you bring it up to the gate and they're like, give me that. You're not even allowed to have it. You're like, but at least let me try to fit it. They're like, it won't fit based on your face. Get out of here. I don't like you. Where will I get it? Don't ask me that. I don't know. Phone the airline when you land in a panic. That's our new plan. That's how we do luggage. What else do you guys want to talk about?
Costco.
I like Costco because they don't advertise. Do you guys know that? They have no marketing budget. The only way you hear about it is when people yell it in rooms. It's all word of mouth, and it's working! This is their brilliant plan in action. It's great. I love it. Costco. I feel like it's slowly going down as our properties get smaller and smaller. Like, we don't have room for Costco. The young working millennial. How could you go to Costco now? That's insane. There's not enough room in your house for anything. You're like, I got one flat of soup. This is actually, I just remembered this. I bought a tub of coconut oil from Costco in 2007. I have moved with it 4 times. 4 times I have moved. I have watched it change states of matter. I've watched it in summer. It's a liquid. In winter, like we live right in that Goldilocks zone of coconut oil in Canada. Where, like, you know, I feel like to people in the southern states, like, it is oil. Like, it's actually a liquid. But up here, it's like, it's a solid. Sometimes, you never know what you're gonna get. When you open the cupboard with coconut oil, will I be able to spoon ye into the pan today? Or shall it be a wet, messy dump? That sounded gross. That's not, I don't really work blue, so delete that. Any other oils you guys would like to discuss? Let's go down the list. Corn oil. Olive. Pretty good, right? A lot of variants with olive. You can get some bad olive. Sometimes it tastes like olives. Other times, like sweet poison. Just the worst oil you've ever seen in your life. Or you put it in the pan and it's smoking. It's on fire. You're like, that's not normal. I'm probably just bad at cooking. Does anybody have anything else they'd like to discuss? I feel like I've painted myself into an oil corner. What'd you say? Shiny shirt?
Well, I said virgin.
Virgin, yeah. I mean, that is extra virgin. I don't know how that's possible, but, you know, that's how we live in this society. We like to amp it up. We gotta add adjectives that don't need to be there. Extra, super. I thought virgin was a pretty, like, yes or no thing, but nope. Not when it comes to olives. There's like a little bit virgin. These ones were leered at by some creeps. Does that... A lot of Italian men drove by. Hey! That's regular virgin. And then there's ones they kept behind glass. They were, nope, nobody could see them. They were just it's a good, safe world out there. Those are the extra virgin. Oh, man. All right, what else?
Ketchup chips.
Ketchup chips? Yeah, you can only get them in Canada. Did you guys know that? There's no ketchup chips in the United States. That's our own thing. I think they're great. All dressed, too. You can't get those down there. There's nothing. I don't really have much more on there. I just love ketchup chips. I like that it's not really, like, they taste like vinegar. Like, they're just vinegar, but it's like red. Our ketchup chip is just red vinegar. That is the true flavor of ketchup chips. They hate ketchup in Chicago. I was talking to a friend about that recently. Did you guys know that? They're like, if you put ketchup on a hot dog in Chicago, they will fist fight you. They're like, don't do it. It's like a weird thing to hang your hat on. What was the other thing? Somebody yelled. Marriage. Oh, yeah. Yeah. I mean, what could you say about that? Let me just do my act. Let me see. I got a wife. Boo. It's hard. I've tried to mine. I'm not allowed to do material. Do we have anything new about marriage? I like it. It's good. Do it. I think it's fun. You know, this is very hard because my brain just keeps sending jokes that I've written. They're like, this one would be good. And I'm like, yeah, I know, but not right now. But you did it earlier and it was good. I know. Shut up. Something dumb and new, please. Something that doesn't work. The Mafia? Yeah, there we go. Now we're talking. Mafia. We stand-up love the Mafia. That's why stand-up exists. I don't know if you're aware about stand-up. It's an unsustainable business model. It only works to launder money. That is why this was invented. We are here to not even fill rooms. This is wrong. We're doing it wrong here. This is bad. This place is supposed to be empty, and then we're supposed to say it was full, and then launder some money. We got at the track. I think, if I've followed my history books correctly. I like the Mafia. I think the Mafia is good, you know? I mean, I don't know. That's probably a bad thing to say. It's probably bad to say it's bad too, though. I'm really in trouble up here. Listen, if you're from the mafia, I am medium on you. Whatever. What do you want? Do you want me to not talk about it? Okay, let's do that. Shh, don't. They provide a service that is good. Sometimes. I like the idea that they would like steal. Like I've always been fascinated with the idea of like stealing stuff from like a truck. Like they would rob a truck and then just sell the stuff from the truck. And I'm like, where are these truck sales? You know? I want to know like where do I get some hot goods? Like, I'd love to find somebody who's like, I got a lot of computers. I'm like, yeah, I'll do that. It's usually a scam, though, I think. I think they rip people off. All right, we've run out of steam on that topic. Due to my...
Emotional support pets.
Emotional support pets. Yeah, I like that. I think that's a fun idea. You know, they really kind of got out of hand there for a while. I think it's fun. It's fun that emotional support people push the envelope on that, like anything. It's true human nature. We've allowed this... And then everybody goes, okay, well, let's bring it up a bit. Like it was cats and dogs, and then someone was like, what about a lizard? And then some places were like, I guess, fine. And then I think, like, where did it end? Like ostrich? Like I think there was a story, somebody in the UK was like, I need my emotional support miniature horse on this plane. I have emotional support whiskey. That's my family heritage. I learned that from my grandfather. He's like, you're feeling bad? Have some scotch. That'll make you feel nothing till later. We have emotional postponement alcohol. That's what... All right, I'll do one more, and then I have to go.
Action movies.
Action movies, cufflinks. Let's combine them. I guess James Bond would be the logical leap from that. I think, I think Bond movies are pretty good. I think it's interesting now in this, like, you know, I didn't really see the most recent Bond, but I hope, beyond hope, that he has become a little more nice towards women. I feel like the early Bond movies were very much just, like, sexual assault, and then just, like, shooting guns, and then guys are like when guys are like, I'm really into the old Bond movies, I'm like, I don't trust you anymore. Around my wife. All right, you guys are wonderful. Let's get Jeremiah back out here, everybody.
Keep it going for Ivan Decker.
Hello.
Yeah.
How are you?
Good,
Nice
buddy.
To see you.
Yeah, good to see you. How was that? How you
That was
feel?
fun. You guys were great. Good job, everybody.
Yeah.
You did it.
What do we got? Some suggestions.
The color pink.
Man, they're much more active when you're out here. I feel like they're saving it. I can't help but feel slighted.
The color pink roller coasters. Let's see here.
Are you a fan of roller coasters?
You know, I am. I'm a
Yeah?
thrill seeker in proper, if it's ordained. You know what I mean? Like I don't like somebody in public being like, ah. You know,
Yeah.
that kind of freaks me
I could
out.
do anything
Yeah.
if I don't get my fix.
Yeah. I think anytime somebody says I'm a thrill seeker, they like want a line and like they want like an employee being like, all right, you're up in a few.
Yeah, hold me back, you know.
Yeah, but I don't.
Pretty wild.
But I don't think anybody who says they're a thrill seeker is really, you know, like have you ever gone like rock climbing like without a harness or anything like that?
No, not without a harness. I've done like the normal kind with the appropriate safety gear, as is projected by my appearance and vibe.
We both look like guys who'd be like, "You got me, or are we good? Because we're gonna, I'm gonna go higher right now."
Did you sign the waiver?
That's definitely what we look like.
I look like I would scale a mountain to make sure you've signed the waiver. Excuse me.
Or you look like I got injured and you're my attorney.
Yeah.
You'll be hearing from my attorney.
Yeah. I'm suing a mountain somehow. Yeah. That's how good I am. I'm a thrill seeker. I'll sue Father Time. I don't give a shit.
What else we got?
Matt Damon.
Matt Damon. I know I look like tech support. Tech support Matt Damon is what I think. called. Hello, fix your computer. Oh, I can't do a Boston.
That was actually pretty good. I liked it.
All right.
It's not your fault you didn't finish the bit. It's not your. It's not your fault. It's not your fault.
Tears. So many strong men crying. That's what I love about that movie.
Oh yeah, dude. Just when you see shoulders going on a man,
Yeah.
you know they're releasing a lot of demons with their cries. My dad, he confessed to me because I asked him once as a kid. I was like, "Dad, I never see you cry. How come I don't never seen you cry? I've only seen Mom cry." He goes, "I only cry in the shower." Which is the ultimate best place to cry.
Yeah.
Because the shower masks the tears.
All these moments will be lost in time, like tears in rain.
Exactly.
I have a son now, and I'm like, I have to decide. Like, am I gonna cry? In front
Yeah,
of
like
this
I'm a new
baby?
dad as well. Like, you think you're gonna be an emotional dad?
I don't know. I mean, it's 2022. Maybe. It's never been tried. We're the first generation that could possibly kick that. Who knows? Could be pandemonium. Who knows what kind of weird people we're gonna unleash on the world that had soft dads.
That is a good point.
This could be the end of society as we know it.
And it rests on our shoulders. Yeah, that is a scary thought because I'm guessing you had a tough dad as well.
Yeah, I mean, like, as tough as you he was like a tough poet dad, if that makes sense.
Okay, I take back what I just said. My dad is missing one of his thumbs. We're on a different playing field.
Yeah, not the same. We're not the same.
Yeah, okay.
My dad studied computer science in 1950 when there was a computer in the basement of the university that they all had to take turns using.
Okay, my dad just sold 50 headphones to a pawn shop.
Wait, did he get them from a truck?
He probably did. Probably did.
That's amazing.
So yeah, we're on different playing fields a little bit. Let's grab one more suggestion. Drugs. Have you ever been a drug guy? You ever
Yeah.
been? Yeah?
I know. It's you wouldn't know it. I got it out of my system young. I grew up in a small town, so I did a lot of...
What was the harshest drug or the hardest drug in the small town that you were from?
This is an interesting little factoid about me. I smoked crack before I ever had coffee. I did things in the wrong order.
Listen, man, we got to start talking about this on stage. This is incredible. I mean, did you do a bukkake before you kissed a girl? I mean, this guy's all over the place. Guys, keep it going for Ivan Decker. You may have seen this next comedian on Conan. I love him. You guys are going to love him. Please welcome my pal, Mark Little, to the stage, everybody.
What's up, you animals? Good. All right, I wasn't paying attention. How does this work? Just kidding. I know, I'm good. I heed. All right, what's who wants to suggest a first thing?
Mr. D.
Mr. D. All right, this is gonna go over great with the American viewers. So Canada has something called an entertainment industry. And I don't know if you could hear the air quotes I was putting around industry and entertainment. We are critically and popularly reviled the world over. I was on this show, Mr. D. I played a nerdy science teacher, and now people come up to me occasionally and they say they've seen it. And I thank them. That's the full extent of, that's as close as it gets to a compliment. They're like, I've seen it. And they're like, more potatoes, son? It's my parents. That's who's, in the joke, it was my parents. In the joke, it was my parents. Sometimes people I don't expect will come up to me. One time I was at this festival in Calgary, and do you guys know what a crust punk is? It's like a really punky punk, like a guy who looks, he's like vest with buttons on it. And like, you're like, you know when you look at those people and you're like, are they Nazis? And then you look close and they have a pin that's like, no Nazis! You know what I mean? Like, literally, they look like the furthest thing from a Nazi, but they just want you to know, not me! But like vest, long hair, always a dog. Always a dog. And then what's next to that dog? Second dog. Dog's got a dog. But this guy came up to me and he was like, Mr. D, I fucking love it. I was like, Mr. D? And then he disappeared. He went into a sewer drain. Sometimes when I'm about to fall asleep, I just hear a barking, and then quieter, other barking. Anyway, so that's Mr. D. Did you ever watch it? Sick. I'm not like fishing for a compliment right now, but I would appreciate just a bit more. Sick. Who's your favorite character on it? Yeah, but say my character's name. The science teacher. Yeah, well, that was his full given name. The science teacher. What's another suggestion, please?
Barbecue.
Barbecue. Okay. So I was on this other Canadian show called Barbecue, and what a ride! I have a barbecue, but I don't know how to barbecue. This is just one of the many ways in which I am not a full man. I have a full man neighbor, and he's always teaching. He's a bit too fresh with all this info, you know? Teaching me how to do stuff, leering at me, flirting with my girlfriend right in front of me. Telling her the best way to get a cherry tomato out of the ground. I'll cover it eventually. I'll get to that, Angelo. Get your hands off of her. Hey, and to my girlfriend, stop going over there at night and returning in the morning. It doesn't take that long to learn about soil. Before I went on, Jeremiah was like, okay, not enough comics are screaming their lungs out yet, so we need you to fill that quota. I don't know how to barbecue. I was a vegetarian for a long time, which is such a good get-out-of-jail-free card if you are not a man who knows how to do anything. Like, you're like, hey, you want to make that steak? No, I'm a vegetarian, so can't cover that for you. Then I started eating meat, and they're like, you want to make that steak? And I'm like, so here's what was really going on. I don't know how to do that at all. What's another suggestion? Colonoscopy. The most distinguished man in this audience. It's like, colonoscopy. I'd appreciate that, sir. For tuppence, would you provide? For tuppence? The colonoscopy. I'm more curious about why you want me to talk about that. I heard that Ryan Reynolds just had a famous colonoscopy. Is this real? Is this true? Did anyone hear about this? Did I dream it? Yeah, I was watching footage of it. They're like tunneling through like feces and darkness, and it's so gross. Turned out to be a trailer for Deadpool 3. What do we think of that? What do we think of that little shot at Deadpool? At the work of my betters. Any Canadian who escapes the Canadian entertainment industry is my enemy. You gotta stay down in the muck with the rest of us. Oh, you're gonna go be a movie star? Not on my watch, Reynolds. Have you ever had a colonoscopy? You're laughing like it's embarrassing to you. I couldn't agree more. Have you? Has anyone? Have you? I need to know. I haven't. I've had a dearth of real medical insight into, because I feel like doctors, they're always, I feel like I'm getting mixed messaging because they'll be like, get a physical once a year, once you reach a certain age, check your body. There's so many things that could be wrong with you. Like, I feel like that's what the government, like, you know, doctors in the media are saying. But then I go to my doctor and I'm like, so is anything wrong? He's like, does it feel wrong? I'm like, well, no, but in case we need to catch something early. And he's like, you're okay. I feel like my doctor's too chill. You know, like, I need a neurotic doctor. My doctor makes me feel bad about worrying. I'm like, I got this fucking big bump that won't go away. And he's like, bumps. Bumps. No bumps. Tell me what it is. And he's like, Exhausted, big bags under his eyes. I think the problem is that my family doctor is just a walk-in clinic in a busy part of town. Yeah, you can't get serious medical information there. They're like, are you bleeding to death now? You're not, fix your bump on your own. Put some cream on it. I'm like, what cream? And they're like, fucking, I don't know. But no colonoscopy. It would be fun too, you know? Have someone tunnel in there with a little camera. I want to be famous. Anytime the camera's on me, I'm happy, you know? Oh, but I'd probably get one of those Canadian colonoscopy cameras. You'd be like, yeah, it's a colonoscopy, but the lighting's a bit cheap. Oh, Dan Levy's in there. Well, that's not bad. That's not bad. Could be worse. Could be worse. Another suggestion?
The Amish.
You want the Amish. You want...
Farming.
Farming. You've said the same thing. This is pretty cool. You guys are simpatico. Oh, and you're merging into one guy. Interesting. Okay. I'm tired. The Amish. Farming. I don't know, man. I feel like everyone, I've gone through that phase where I'm like, I'm going to leave the city, live on a farm, live my life that way. And then you talk to one farmer and they're like, yeah, I wake up at 3 a.m., work as hard as humanly possible, go to bed at 11 p.m., start again in 4 hours. And I'm like, I might stay in the city. I feel like I had the wrong idea of a farm. Like in my mind, the animals just sort of took care of themselves. The cows kind of, you know, they're like, hey, got some milk for you. Is that anyone else's go-to cow voice? Hey, I'm milking it. The Amish. I don't know, man. I feel like the Amish were such a funny, crazy thing in the 90s, you know? Like, when I was a kid, everyone was like, oh, the Amish. And now, no one talks about the Amish anymore. And that's a shame. If you think getting drunk is fun, wait till you feel the rush of erecting a church from scratch with your friends and neighbors. Oh, to push a facade up off the ground without the aid of tools or technology, and without even being allowed to swear. Imagine a whole beam falls on you and you say, darn it, the Lord is good. Such is the rush us non-Amish can only dream of. But there is a better way. I come to you as an Amish myself. And I invite you all to join me on the farm up north later. That's the same farm up north that we say dogs are going to when we murder them. I'm gonna kill you all tonight. Thank you all for having me. Let's bring Jeremiah back. I'll keep it.
Keeping over Mark Little.
Jeremiah, if I'm not mistaken, you told me to start strong and then just sort of fade to nothing, right?
Yeah, we want this plane to slowly land, you know what I mean?
That is how we want planes to land.
Yeah, if you think about it.
Yeah.
Oh, what do we got? We're going to take a couple more to do together.
Tom Cruise.
Tom Cruise.
Are you a fan of the Top Gun films?
I love him. Wait, Top Gun? No.
What did you what did you think that I was referring to? Because you went in real hot and then no, definitely not those.
Yeah, we've got this Canadian movie franchise called Pretty Good Gun. Solid B+ gun.
Right.
Yeah, right. So I was thinking of those. They star this guy named Paul Gross. He's like our Tom Cruise.
Right.
He's intense.
He also stars in The Color of Looney.
Yeah, AKA Gold. Yeah, AKA Yellow and Bright. No, I thought you were talking about the Mission Impossible movies.
Oh, you like all those?
I love those ones. Yeah.
Yeah, those are solid.
Yeah.
The laser scenes do anything for you? There's always a fun laser scene in those movies. Yeah.
You know what's my favorite laser scene of all time is in the Sean Connery, Catherine Zeta-Jones movie Entrapment. Oh. Do you remember? And it was like at the peak of Catherine Zeta-Jones mania.
Oh yeah.
You know.
And I was there for it.
Yeah. Yeah. You and I were two little kids dressed up in a Michael Douglas suit, taking her around. Yeah. You got to be the mouth, but I got to be the greedy hands. But there's like a famous scene where she's like moving her ass through like the lasers of a museum, and then it cuts to Sean Connery going, "She's playing both sides." It's not a good impression, but that's what he
No,
said.
that's pretty solid. That's pretty solid. That's the best Canadian Sean Connery I've ever heard.
You were talking about Bond earlier, and I just saying Sean Connery and thinking about Bond just reminded me that my favorite thing at the Oscars is when they have like Oscars montages of like old Bond movies, and they're like, oh, the golden days of Hollywood of yesteryear, you know? And then it'll play like a Bond clip, and he's like, I'm hungry, I'll have the pushy. You know? And you're like, this isn't as classy as we've told ourselves it is.
Wait, this was the highlight scene you guys chose?
Yeah.
It's a little weird.
Yeah, what's this movie called again? Oh, Tits. 007 in. Tits.
It was a different time.
I miss it.
Just a couple of guys doing Sean Connery together.
Yeah. Easily the easiest impression to do.
It's
Two
pretty solid.
butchers on stage.
Yeah, right?
Yeah.
Right? What else we got?
Russia. Coolio.
Russia, Coolio.
Okay, so similar. It's my favorite thing about Putin. The little braids he had on top.
Yeah.
Coming out of his visor.
Yeah, those were cool, man.
Those were cool.
That was the Putin. That was the version of him I liked. You know what I mean?
90s Putin?
90s Putin. Special place in your boy's heart.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, it was before the horse riding. You know.
Yeah, you know. Before, you know, in the night, like before Putin, not a lot of rappers were embracing pop music and their hooks. This is the end of that.
Yeah. I feel like Gangster's Paradise, if Putin was singing that song, he'd be like, been spending most our lives in, we do not have word for paradise in Russia. It just ends, the rap just ends, and he just stares.
Been spending most our lives in reverse Siberia? What is it?
What is this? How you say?
Hot
Yes.
imagination land? Putin would say that Russia is itself the Garden of Eden, the paradise.
Yeah,
of which we dream.
probably. Yeah.
He'd say it while he gallops shirtless through the... But this is, I like being on the show because this is the only pro-Putin stand-up show at the festival, so it's nice. I saw Jeremiah burning a Ukrainian flag backstage. And you kept looking at me and saying, I mean this.
I've known Mark for a long time, and he gets me.
Did you ever have a Coolio phase in high school? I loved Coolio.
I didn't have so much of a phase of Coolio. No.
You do make it sound appropriately shameful to refer to it
No,
as a phase.
I had more of like a Backstreet Boys in sync phase and different stuff like that, where those,
Yeah. Yeah.
different, or like the Braids, who I respected, were like Spice Girls. Spice up your life.
Yeah.
That
Yeah.
kind of thing. But I didn't have a Coolio phase. I did meet him once, though.
You did? What?
Yeah. We did this show called The Comedy Jam on Comedy Central, and Pete Davidson did a duet of Gangster's Paradise with Coolio. And it's the happiest I've ever seen Pete Davidson. Because generally, he's just kind of like not a high energy guy. But if you watch this, it's somewhere online. They surprise him with Coolio. He knew who was coming, but he hadn't really met him before the duet yet. And when Coolio comes out from behind the stage, Pete Davidson goes, Coolio! It's the most pure joy I've ever seen in Pete Davidson's eyes, and I will never forget that.
And then he immediately stole Coolio's wife. I assume.
Guys, give it up for Mark Little.
Thank you, Jeremiah.
That was Stand Up on the Spot. Keep it going for all the comics that you saw tonight. Mark Little. Ivan Decker. Ola Dada. I'm Jeremiah Watkins. Check out the show on YouTube. We got an amazing series, and if you're ever in the States, it's every second Tuesday of the month at the Comedy Store in LA. I love you, Toronto. Thank you for an amazing festival. Have a great night. Be safe.
Ha ha ha, laughed.
Thanks for watching Stand Up on the Spot. Before you go, make sure you leave a like and a comment. And make sure you're subscribed. Thanks.